There are moments in life when everything feels heavy. Your thoughts, your worries, your expectations, your past. Moments where the world feels rushed, loud, overwhelming. Moments where you forget how far you've come, who you've become, and the quiet miracles that shape the life you live today. And then there is gratitude. Gratitude is not a holiday. It is not a tradition. It is not a polite thank you. Gratitude is a shift in awareness, a shift in perception, a shift in the way you experience reality at the deepest level. Most people think gratitude is something you express when something good happens. But that's not gratitude, that's acknowledgement. Real gratitude, the kind that transforms your life, is not reactive, it is creative. It is not waiting for blessings, it is creating the internal state that attracts them. Gratitude is the emotional frequency of abundance, of openness, of receiving. It is the vibration that dissolves fear, softens the nervous system, rewires the subconscious, and aligns your energy with peace, clarity, and possibility. Here is the truth most people never realize. Gratitude doesn't follow abundance. Gratitude creates abundance. Not because the universe rewards good behavior, but because gratitude shifts the very vibration you broadcast into the world. When you focus on what you lack, you emit a frequency of scarcity. The world matches it. When you focus on what has gone wrong, you emit a frequency of fear. The world matches it. But when you focus on what is already here, what is present, what is good, what is meaningful, what is alive, your vibration changes instantly. Your nervous system relaxes, your heart opens, your mind clears, and suddenly the world around you begins to reflect the shift within you. Gratitude is not a feeling, it is a lens that filters out the noise and reveals the truth beneath the chaos. You have survived moments you thought would destroy you. You have healed from wounds you thought would never close. You have grown in ways your past self would not believe. And you have been carried through storms you did not even realize you were strong enough to endure. Gratitude is the reminder, the gentle whisper, that even in your darkest seasons, life was still giving you something. Strength, wisdom, perspective, resilience. Everything you've lived has shaped the person you have become. And that person is worthy of love, of peace, of joy, of abundance, of rest. When you shift into gratitude, you step out of survival and into presence. You move from fear into openness. You shift from not enough to more than enough. Gratitude is the energy of receiving. It signals the universe that you are no longer bracing for loss. You are opening yourself to what is possible. And the moment you open, life begins to flow. Not because everything suddenly becomes perfect, but because you become aligned with the deeper truth that was always there. You are supported. You are guided. You are growing. You are becoming. And there is more good in your life than your mind remembers to see. Gratitude is not just an emotion. It is a frequency, one of the highest vibrations you can experience as a human being. It shifts your state from survival to creation, from fear to openness, from resistance to receiving. This is why gratitude feels like peace, why it feels grounding, why it feels like coming home to yourself. Because gratitude brings your mind and your nervous system into harmony. Most people live their lives in a constant state of tension, thinking about what's missing, what's wrong, what might go wrong, what didn't happen. Their nervous system becomes tight, contracted, closed, and a closed nervous system cannot receive abundance. It cannot recognize possibilities. It cannot tune into the subtle signals of intuition, opportunity, and alignment. But gratitude Gratitude opens you. When you feel grateful, your nervous system shifts out of fight or flight and into safety, into presence, into connection. Your brain releases chemicals that dissolve anxiety, soften stress, and open you to creativity and clarity. Gratitude literally changes your physiology. It raises your vibration to a frequency that naturally attracts solution, support, opportunity, intuition, alignment, abundance. Not because gratitude is magic, but because gratitude brings your energy into harmony with life. 1. Gratitude calms the mind. When you focus on what's wrong, your mind becomes narrow, panicked, reactive. When you focus on what's right, your mind expands, it relaxes, it becomes receptive to ideas and solutions that were invisible before. This shift in awareness changes your vibration instantly. 2. Gratitude rewires the brain. Neuroscience shows that gratitude activates neural circuits associated with joy, connection, and well-being. Each time you practice gratitude, you strengthen these pathways and weaken the pathways connected to fear and scarcity. Over time, your brain becomes biologically wired for abundance. 3. Gratitude opens the heart. Emotions are not just feelings. They are vibrational broadcasts. Fear contracts the chest. Stress tightens the breath. Regret pulls the body inward. But gratitude? Gratitude expands the heart. Your chest loosens. Your breath deepens. Your energy rises. You begin to feel lighter, softer, more connected to yourself and the world. This expansion creates a higher vibrational field around the body, a field that interacts with the world in powerful ways. 4. Gratitude aligns you with receiving. You cannot receive from a state of fear. You cannot attract from a state of lack. You cannot manifest from a state of stress. Gratitude shifts you into the emotional state that abundance responds to: openness, safety, trust, presence, receiving. When your vibration says, "I am grateful for what I have," the universe responds with, "Here is more." Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a signal that says, "I am no longer resisting life. I am open to its gifts." And the moment you broadcast that signal, life begins to meet you where you are, not because of luck, but because of resonance. The frequency you emit becomes the reality you attract, and gratitude emits one of the most powerful frequencies a human can generate. Next, we go deeper into how gratitude changes who you are, not just how you feel. Gratitude is not just something you feel, it is something you become. Anyone can feel grateful when life is easy, when the sun is shining, when the news is good, when the path is clear. But that is not the gratitude that transforms your life. The gratitude that changes your reality is the kind that becomes an identity, an inner way of being, a world view, a baseline, a home inside you that you return to again and again, regardless of circumstances. This is the gratitude that rewires your mind and elevates your vibration. This is the gratitude that changes what you attract, what you expect, and who you become. 1. Gratitude becomes your default state. When gratitude becomes identity, you stop waiting for reasons to feel grateful. You begin to naturally look for what is right instead of what is wrong, for what is present instead of what is missing, for what is possible instead of what is broken. Your nervous system shifts from vigilance to peace. Your thoughts shift from fear to clarity. Your energy shifts from resistance to openness. You become someone whose presence feels calm, steady, and grounded, because gratitude is no longer a reaction, but a state. 2. Gratitude transforms your self-image. Your identity is the story you tell yourself about who you are, and most people's stories are filled with judgment, regret, shame, perfectionism, disappointment. But gratitude rewrites the story. It shifts your self-image from not enough to growing, from broken to becoming, from behind to exactly where I need to be. Gratitude allows you to see yourself with compassion, to recognize your effort, your strength, your resilience. This compassion is what heals you. This compassion is what elevates you. Gratitude is the bridge between who you were and who you are becoming. 3. Gratitude connects you to others. Gratitude softens you. It opens your heart. It reminds you of the people who shaped your life, the ones who taught you, loved you, forgave you, believed in you, held space for you, or simply walked with you through difficult seasons. Even the painful relationships gave you something: clarity, strength, boundaries, direction. Gratitude lets you release bitterness without pretending the past didn't hurt. It lets you honor the lessons without carrying the wounds. When gratitude becomes identity, you connect more deeply, love more gently, and forgive more freely, not because others changed, but because you did. 4. Gratitude elevates your standards. People misunderstand this part. Gratitude doesn't make you passive. It makes you powerful. Because once you appreciate your life, you stop tolerating what lowers your vibration. You walk away faster. You choose more intentionally. You speak more honestly. You protect your peace. You expand your boundaries. Gratitude gives you clarity, the clarity to see what belongs and what does not, the clarity to honor your worth. 5. Gratitude creates an abundant identity. Here is the truth most people never realize. You cannot live an abundant life with a scarcity identity. Gratitude shifts your identity from scarcity to abundance. You begin to see how much you have. You begin to see how supported you are. You begin to see how far you've come. And when you embody abundance as an identity, your vibration reflects it. Your decisions reflect it. Your opportunities reflect it. Your life reflects it. You stop acting like someone who is surviving. You start acting like someone who is allowing, receiving, trusting, expanding, becoming. Gratitude is not small. It is not simple. It is not a holiday sentiment. Gratitude is identity. Gratitude is power. Gratitude is alignment with the truth of who you are and who you are meant to become. Next, we go deeper into how gratitude transforms your entire perspective of life and reveals beauty that was hidden in plain sight. Gratitude doesn't begin by changing your circumstances. It begins by changing your perspective. And when your perspective shifts, your entire world shifts with it. Because life doesn't happen through the events themselves. Life happens through the meaning you give those events. Two people can live the same moment and walk away with two entirely different realities. Gratitude gives you the lens that reveals a deeper truth. 1. Gratitude reveals what you've overlooked. Most people live their lives looking through a filter of problems, obligations, pressures, disappointments, and noise. They miss the small miracles, the subtle blessings, the quiet beauty that surrounds them daily. The smile from a stranger, the warmth of your home, the meal on your table, the presence of someone who cares, the breath in your chest. Gratitude brings these details into focus. It opens your eyes to the abundance that was always there, waiting to be seen. Life didn't change, you did. 2. Gratitude turns the ordinary into sacred moments. With gratitude, a simple moment becomes meaningful. A conversation becomes connection. A sunset becomes art. A quiet morning becomes peace. A meal becomes blessing. A memory becomes treasure. Gratitude slows you down. It pulls you out of autopilot. It lets you feel life fully, the softness, the warmth, the presence, the miracle in the mundane. This is not poetic thinking. It is a shift in consciousness that elevates the soul. 3. Gratitude changes the way you interpret hardship. Pain is real. Loss is real. Disappointment is real. But gratitude reframes the way you carry them. With gratitude, your trials become teachers. Your wounds become wisdom. Your endings become beginnings. Your failures become redirections. You do not romanticize pain. You extract meaning from it. You honor what it gave you. You recognize how it shaped you. You reclaim your power from what once broke you. Gratitude does not erase suffering. It transforms the role it plays in your story. 4. Gratitude changes what you notice day to day. Your mind is always scanning the world for patterns. When you are in survival mode, you notice danger. When you are in scarcity, you notice lack. When you are in fear, you notice threats. But when you are in gratitude, you notice possibilities. You notice synchronicities. You notice the right people at the right time. You notice the opportunities you once walked past. Gratitude upgrades your awareness, and awareness shapes reality. 5. Gratitude creates meaning in your life story. Every life, no matter how complicated, messy, painful, imperfect, is filled with moments of beauty, love, grace, and resilience. But you can only see them through gratitude. Gratitude lets you look back and see not just what hurt, but what helped. Not just what broke, but what built. Not just who left, but who stayed. Not just what ended, but what it made space for. Gratitude is the perspective that reveals the invisible threads that carried you through every chapter of your story. This is the shift. Life becomes more beautiful not because everything improves, but because you learn to see the beauty that was hiding in every step of the journey. Gratitude sharpens your vision. It expands your heart. It elevates your awareness. It transforms your relationship with yourself, with others, and with the world. Now we arrive at the final chapter, where gratitude becomes not just emotion, not just perspective, but a transformative force that shapes the reality you attract. Gratitude is not just a feeling, not just an attitude, not just a perspective. Gratitude is a field, an energetic state that surrounds you, shapes you, and connects you to the flow of life itself. When you step into gratitude, you step into a different reality, a reality where everything feels lighter, clearer, warmer, and more aligned. Not because the outside world changed, but because your internal world did. 1. Gratitude shifts your vibration into abundance. When you live in gratitude, your vibration rises. You begin radiating a frequency that says, I am open, I am safe, I am receiving, I am enough, I am supported. And the universe always responds to the vibration you emit. Gratitude emits abundance. Abundance responds in kind. You begin attracting better moments, better relationships, better ideas, better timing, better opportunities, better outcomes. The world mirrors your frequency. 2. Gratitude opens the flow of life. When you are tense, fearful, overwhelmed, or closed, your energy contracts. Life feels like resistance. You miss the signs. You miss the timing. You miss the openings. But gratitude opens you. It relaxes your body. It softens your breath. It clears your mind. It expands your heart. And when you open, life flows. Ideas return. Clarity appears. Synchronicities align. The right people cross your path. You become magnetic to the reality you desire. 3. Gratitude reconnects you with the present moment. You can only access your power in the present moment. But most people live everywhere except here, in regrets of the past, in fears of the future, in pressures of expectation. Gratitude brings you home to the now, to the breath in your chest, to the ground beneath your feet, to the blessings within reach, to the life that is unfolding right in front of you. Presence is power. Gratitude gives you that presence. 4. Gratitude strengthens every relationship. When you carry gratitude in your heart, people feel it. You become softer but stronger, kinder but clearer, more open but more grounded. Your presence becomes healing. Your energy becomes warm. Your words carry weight. Your love becomes felt more deeply. Gratitude is the frequency of connection. 5. Gratitude attracts more to be grateful for. This is the secret hidden inside gratitude. It multiplies. The more you practice gratitude, the more gratitude you attract. The more you see blessings, the more blessings appear. The more you appreciate life, the more life gives you to appreciate. Gratitude creates a loop, a positive feedback cycle that transforms your entire reality from the inside out. Here is the ultimate truth. Gratitude doesn't just change how you feel. Gratitude changes who you become. And when you become someone who lives in gratitude, not occasionally, not seasonally, but consistently, intentionally, and from the heart, your life aligns with peace, purpose, clarity, love, joy, and abundance in ways you could never have predicted. Gratitude roots you in the present. It heals the past. It opens the future. It aligns your vibration with everything your soul is ready to receive. And in that moment, the moment where gratitude becomes your natural state, you realize the truth. You are never waiting for blessings. You are waiting for the version of you who could finally see them. Carry gratitude with you, not just today, not just on holidays, but in every ordinary moment that becomes extraordinary through the lens of a thankful heart. Because this warm, open, overflowing energy is the frequency of your highest self. This is the vibration of a life well lived. And this shift, this awakening, this field, this is your mind shift.